it's Hilary Cragg here. Today I want to talk about Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's was first discovered by a gentleman called Aloysius Alzheimer in the late 19th century, and he did autopsies on 4 ladies and discovered that their brains were different from how he would normally expect the brains to look like, which then helped him to understand why they had behaved differently during their lifetime leading up to their death. So Alzheimer's disease is the most common form of dementia, and like all dementias, it's about changes in the brain. So there will be parts of the brain that are different from what they were before. And importantly, dementias are deteriorating over time, so it gets worse over time. But Alzheimer's is the most common condition of all of the dementias by quite a long way. So it's about a build-up of both tangles and plaques, which are proteins in the brain, and it stops the brain working and functioning properly. I don't really want to go into too much biological detail of it, but when you look at scans of the brain of somebody with Alzheimer's, they almost look shrunken, like a raisin looks in comparison to a grape. So then I want to be really clear though that they are not dehydrated. Dehydration is not the problem, but that's what the brain scans almost look like. And this is the slow deterioration and changes in the brain over time that will happen with Alzheimer's disease. So Alzheimer's presentation tends to be quite straight line, tends to be just a straight line deterioration rather than a drop off the cliff and then plateau for a while. And in general, it's about a forgetting, it's about a not remembering and not functioning properly. So the forgetting might begin with a few words, a few names, a little bit about places. But as time goes on, it could also be things like forgetting what food is about, forgetting what drink is about, and forgetting how to make food. So even more simple things like making a cup of tea, it could mean that somebody wasn't able to make a cup of tea because they can't remember the order that everything goes in. So even if you put a tea bag into a cup and then you pour water on, if you've forgotten to boil the water because you were going to do that afterwards, then you've got a soggy tea bag but you haven't got tea. In general, and it's very difficult to generalise because everybody's unique and everybody has their own particular presentation with this condition and all dementias. But I'm trying to give some general information about Alzheimer's, and its early stages are about forgetting and about losing that ability to understand and to sequence things and put them in the right order. So Alzheimer's disease is the most common form of dementia, so it is the most prolific out there, and if this information is helpful, then I hope you will be able to live well with dementia. I'm going to do some other videos to talk about things about how you can live well, but this is just an information video about what Alzheimer's disease is. So it is the most common form of dementia, and I hope that's helpful. Thank you very much. Bye. Thanks everybody. Bye.